Welcome back to FSI Preview Show. I am your host G, and I'm with my co-host Big Lou. Let's break down UFC 260, Stipe versus Ngannou. We can talk a little bit about last week's card. I don't know if you have anything to say about last week's card.
Not much. I mean, it was just nah. I, I took a I took a hit on a lot of bets. Last week was a rough one for me.
Yeah, same thing here.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff didn't come through, but you know what? Let's just move on. Let's break down these fights. Let's start with the bottom, the last fight. Mark Andre um, Barata versus Abdul Azatara.
Azatar.
Azatar, there you go, Azatar.
Mhm.
All right. So um, you have Mark here coming in at a minus 116. Azatar comes in there at a plus 116. It's pretty much both of them are pretty much even. I was I was looking at some of their fights. Both guys are pretty much strikers. Uh, Mark Andre comes in at a 12-4 record. Azatar comes in at a 14-2 record. Um, Mark and Mark comes in with 9 KOs, no subs, and he has not lost by KO or sub. And Azatar comes in with 7 KOs, 1 sub, and has only lost once by KO. Um, I don't know for this fight here. I watched tape on both fighters, and Mark Andre doesn't really impress me too much. He did fight his last fight. He got a KO victory, but I don't know. I'm going with Azaz on this one. I like the way he comes in, the way he strikes. He's very very upfront. Pretty much try to take your head off. And he's a little bit more technical, a little bit more speed. So I'm going with Azatar.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. That guy's got some knockout power, man. Especially when he fought Kamai Worthy, man. The way he just like laid him out, man. He just brought the smoke to him and just laid him right out, man. I was like, wow, man, this guy, he's he's gonna be one to watch out for. Mark doesn't impress me much. I mean, he's a slow starter. He eats a lot of punches. Um, I mean, he's good at fighting the takedown, but I mean, he's not. To me, he's just I don't know. It's just something about him that I can't get. Can't put my finger on it. It's I don't know. I'm just gonna go. I feel strong about Abu.
Yeah, I'm leaning the same way, and him being pretty much the underdog, that's good money. Especially in DraftKings, it's probably would be a good person to pick. He's at the 882 range in this fight, so for fantasy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Azatar.
Yeah,
Pretty
right.
good
Yeah,
pick.
definitely, man. Right now, he's currently at plus 100. Um, and they have Mark at minus 124. So I guess they see a lot of things in Mark, but yeah, Boo's the best bet for me.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next one. Shane Young versus Omar Morales, and um, this is gonna be a pretty good, interesting fight. Um, Young comes in at a plus 175. Morales at one minus 182. Both guys are strikers. Young comes in at a 13-5 record, and Morales comes in at a 10-1. Uh, Young has lost once by KO, 0 by subs, but he's knocked out 6 guys and won 4 of his matches by submission. Morales comes in, like I said, at 10-1. He has 2 KOs and 5 subs. And he's never been knocked out or subbed in his matches. Shane Young's last fight, he fought pretty much Ludiv Klein, which he was making his actually debut, and that match went totally wrong for Shane Young because he got knocked out, laid out in the first round, pretty much sleeping. You know what I mean? So I don't know how his chin could hold up like that. Morales, coming his loss with Giga. Giga is very technical, uh, throws a lot of strikes, and Giga hurt him, especially I think it was in the third round. Caught him with a straight punch that put him on the floor. But and Morales' face is all banged up there. But you know what? He kept in there. He took those punches. He took those kicks, and he would just keep on going, going, going. He doesn't stop. So my initial pick for this is gonna be Morales.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, but well, first of all, both of them fought, last year during the pandemic. It was, they got invited to fight at Fight Island. I mean, first of all, you come into the big show at Fight Island, and you got to bring something, man. You can't, you can't, you can't get caught out there like that, man. But hey, listen, both of the guys are both coming off losses. To me, Morales is more of a grinder than Shane Young is, and yeah, I'm sticking with Morales on this one.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's pretty good. Like I said, Morales is a favorite here anyway, so
Yeah,
I think he's gonna bring more volume. It's probably gonna knock him out maybe in the first, second round. But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that'd be nice. I mean, he's currently right now at minus 182 on DraftKings.
yeah. So all right, so Morales is gonna be our official pick. So as of right now, we have two picks that we agree on. So
All right.
let's keep it moving. So we got Modesta Bucharest against Michelle um or this Michelle.
Oh man.
So
Let's just say Mikel
yeah,
O.
Michelle O. So
There you
Michelle
go.
O versus Modesta. Modesta comes in at a plus 155, and Michelle O comes in at a minus 165. So these two guys come to both are strikers as well. Um, Modesta comes in at 11-3 record with 8 KOs, 2 subs, and has lost twice by KO and one by sub. Um, Michelle O comes in at 14-4 with 10 KOs, 1 sub, and he is lost by once by KO and 3 by sub. So Modesta's last fight was with James Crew, and this is gonna pretty obvious or pretty funny because Modesta's last loss was by Jimmy Crew and got knocked down in the first round. Michelle's old last fight was against Jimmy Crew and got submitted in the first round.
Hmm.
So both these guys fought the same person and they both lost in the first round. You know what I mean? So one by
Oh my God,
submission, one
that's
by but
funny.
Jimmy Crew is pretty, he's a good dude. He's young and he's coming up the ranks. But this fight, I don't know. I like Michelle O on this one. It's just, this fight could go either way, but I'm leaning more Michelle O. What you think?
Uh, yeah, Michelle him. I don't know if it's Mikel Oleszewski. I don't. Hey, the guy's got he's got a lot of power. Right hand is he got a heavy right hand. But to me, uh, I like Modesta a lot in this one because I mean he right away he's gonna shoot for the takedown right away. I mean, that's his main thing is to work the takedown right away. I mean, Polish power, man. He's strong, man. This guy, I like him a lot. I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm going with Modesta.
Well, I know, and you're saying that he's gonna go straight to the takedown. Let's see.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's gonna work the takedown and just take it to the ground and try to work Mikel over.
Well, in his last 2 fights, he had no takedowns, either of them,
Wow.
0. Um, for Michelle O's last two fights, well, Jimmy Crute took him down 8 times, and OSP took him down once.
Hmm.
So it's
I'm giving you a little bit of strategy.
let's see what happens. But
Yep.
I'm sticking with Michelle. I think he's gonna pretty much piece him up and take this. Now I don't think he's gonna go early. Most likely this is probably gonna go to a decision.
Well, let's see how it works out.
All right, so our next match is gonna be Jared Gooden versus Abukara. Norma, whatever. What's his name?
Abukara Nurmagomedov,
There you
Khabib's
go.
cousin.
There you go. Omar. So, Gordon comes in at a plus 210, and Abukara comes in at a minus 230. This is gonna be interesting. This is a very interesting fight. I saw Abukara's last fight, and I was definitely not impressed. Not impressed at all. He got subbed by who was it? He got subbed by David Zawada by a triangle choke, and that's because he put himself in that position. And then the fight before that, he was in a draw. But Gooden comes in, and his last fight was against Ali Joban, and they went all 3 rounds, and that was a good fight. That was pretty good scrap. But Gooden comes in at a 17-5 record, 7 KOs, 6 subs, and has lost 5 times and only won by KO. Abukara comes in at 15-3, 6 KOs, 4 subs, and has lost by 1 by KO and 2 by subs. My opinion, the only way that Jared's gonna win if he keeps this on the feet. Only way he's gonna win.
I feel the same way. I mean, I like Jared a lot. I mean, he's a good striker. He definitely fights the takedown. He's got the reach. So if he keeps this on the feet, it keeps it standing. He's definitely got a good chance. But I mean, Abukar's ground game is sick, man. He's pretty good on the ground. But I'm leaning towards Jared.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go the other way. Like I said, Abukar's pretty much getting coached by Khabib.
Yeah.
And he's in that camp. So, most of this stuff is pretty much they work a lot about takedowns, and that's gonna be the game plan coming into this fight. He's gonna take him down. He's gonna take him down, hold him, get him tired, maybe gas him out, and then try to pull a submission or anything like that. But once Jared gets on the ground, he's gonna be like a fish out of water. And you know what to do.
Yeah, well, that's why I say, he's really got to, he's got the reach, so he's going to have to use the whole octagon, to work, keep moving and be very selective on what kicks you're going to throw because, they're going to look he's going to look to shoot right away.
Yeah, so, all right, so your pick is going to be Jared, and I'm going to go for Abukara. So next fight is going to be Alonzo Minifield versus Fabio Charant. So Alonzo Minifield supposed to fight William Knight. That got canceled because of COVID, and I'm hearing that, I don't know, it sounds funny, but this fight got canceled over COVID, and William Knight already has a fight scheduled with somebody else.
Yeah, for the life of me, I don't understand how that happens.
Yep. So I don't know. It's just funny how he has COVID and already got a fight schedule.
Yeah, and it's funny how these fighters do. Like take for instance, like Pablo Costa, he canceled this fight with Whitaker for next month, but meanwhile he's posting videos on working out, like he's 100% almost. I mean, I just don't understand, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I guess they have their reasons. Well, Menifield comes in at a minus 286, and Fabio comes in at a plus 270. Where everybody knows Menifield got that power and stuff like that, but everybody knows Menifield also is gassing out. So Menifield comes in at a 9-2 record, 1 by sub, 8 by KOs, as well as 1 by KO. And Fabio comes in at a 7-1 record. He has not killed nobody, and everything is by sub. So this is pretty interesting match because, like I said, in order for Menifield to win this, he needs to knock him out in the first round, maybe early second round. Because if not, Menifield gasses out quick. And if Menifield gasses out quick, Fabio is going to take him to the ground.
Yeah.
And once he takes him to the ground, it's going to be another fish out of water.
Yeah, definitely.
So my initial pick, I'm going to go with Menifield. I think Menifield's going to catch him and pretty much lay him out in the first round.
Well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to because Fabio, I mean, he was an LFA champ. The guy's been through a lot of trauma. I mean, he lost his mother a few weeks before his LFA championship bout. So the guy fights for his mother each and every time he goes out there. So he's been putting a lot of work in his in his training. He's got a good team behind him. Alonso, I mean, just look at the last couple of fights, man. I mean, the guy is going, he's going all out the first round. If it's not over by the second, if you can work it into the second towards the end, you got a chance because he's definitely going to have an empty tank. He's good. He's definitely going all out. But my pick is going to be Alonso. He's going to find a way to get it done. And, and he, don't forget, I mean, he was scheduled to fight William Knight, like you said. And then, so that got postponed. Then it got canceled again this time around. So the guy, he's ready. He's been ready 2 fights ago. So I look for a hungry Alonso Menifield to win.
Yeah, Fabio's last fight with UFC pretty much, well, something of UFC. It was in a contender series. He fought in 2019, and he didn't get picked because he lost. They pretty much pieced him up in that thing, and then they let him go. That's where he went to LFA, and had a couple of fights there, and I guess became champ. So this is his time to shine. And like I said, when you got those bright lights first time, you got those jitters in you. I don't know if he can perform, but you're going against Alonso Menifield, which is a pretty good person. Lot of power. But yeah, I'm going Alonso. Hopefully, he knocks him out in the first round.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, well, he's he's not going to have a crowd, so I mean, they're fighting at the Apex, so.
Not yet. Crowds are coming. So, next fight is gonna be Jamie Malarkey versus Conor Worthy. This is gonna be very interesting too. Malarkey comes in at plus 112. Worthy comes in at a minus 120. Malarkey comes in at a 12-4 record with 8 KOs, 3 subs. He's been KO'd twice. Worthy comes in at a 16-7 record. 9 by KOs, 3 by subs. This is the interesting part. He's been KO'd 6 times and subbed once. So I look at a lot of KOs and subs, and I look when's the last time he has been KO'd. So Worthy last time KO'd was September 11, 2020. KO'd in the first round.
Fight Island by Abu Azatar.
No, it wasn't Abu. That's his brother. Adam.
Oh, that was his brother?
Yeah, Adam and Azatar.
Ah.
Yep. So he was KO'd by him September 11th. Before that, he fought Luis Pena, and he beat Luis Pena. Devontae Speed, he beat Well, before that, the last time he was KO'd was in 2017, which is not that bad. You know,
Yeah, but still, I mean, I just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Jamie can bring him the smoke, and come after him right away and just overwhelm him with some punches there, I mean, he's got a shot at catching him. Um, but uh, I don't know. I don't have that warm fuzzy feeling inside about Worthy. So I mean, my pick, I'm sticking with Jamie Malarkey.
yeah. The way I'm looking at this, Jamie Malarkey's last fight was against Farid Zahim, which it pretty much went the distance all 3 rounds before he fought Brad Riddle, which he lost as well by decision. His last win, see, Malarkey's last win was in 2017.
Hmm.
So, that's what, gonna be 3 years,
In 4 years,
4 years. He
yeah,
hasn't won a match. You know what I mean? So ring rust, and it's just you're pretty much in a down spiral, losing.
yeah. I mean, I
Um,
just wish Worthy was a lot more, to just showed me something. He just didn't show me anything in his last fight. He just gave up real easy and just got caught and got laid out. Um, if he gets off to a good start, I mean, he's definitely got the height, the reach. I mean, but yeah, he just hasn't showed me enough. I'm just gonna stick with Malarkey.
yeah, so I'm probably gonna go the other way. I'm probably gonna go with Conor Worthy, but I'm not too confident in it. Like, I'm pretty much even. I just thinking that I think Worthy's probably gonna catch him. Worthy got power, and he can catch him with a good shot and lay him out. But yeah, I'm choosing Worthy, but not 100% confident.
Yeah.
Next match was gonna be which I pretty like this fight. Jillian Robinson versus Miranda Maverick.
Hmm.
Um, Jillian Robinson comes in at a plus 147, and Miranda Maverick comes in at a minus 157. So Jillian comes in. They both grapple. Well, Jillian's a grappler, and Maverick's pretty much well rounded. Jillian comes in at a 9-5 record, 1 by KO, 6 by subs, has lost one by KO and 1 by sub. Miranda Maverick is 8-2, 1 by KO, 5 by subs, and has not lost by KO or subs yet. They both pretty much uh, have a jiu-jitsu game. Um, they got here that Jillian is fighting with American Top Team, which is wrong. She left that camp a while back. So ATT is not her camp. Jillian's last fight was against Pearl Gonzalez, but this was just a submission game, submission bout. It wasn't even a real UFC thing. And she submitted Pearl Gonzalez in the first round, but that really doesn't count. Tala Santos before that, she lost, and she won the fight before that by decision. But Jillian is the type of person in the first round, she's gonna throw everything at you. All these uh arm bars and triangles and whatever the case in the first round. But like they always say, she only has 1 round. If she doesn't get the submission in round 1, she pretty much gives up. You know what I mean? And that's when they start pounding on her. You know, she she was the favorite against Tyler Santos, and she made me lose some money in that fight. You know what I mean? And she almost had it, but she didn't. But I'm gonna, like I said, Miranda Maverick, she's very, very, very well rounded. Smart girl. That last fight with against Jujua, that was a banger. There was blood everywhere, and it was just, it was good. It was real
Yeah,
good.
they stopped that fight, right? Because she busted her nose.
Yep, yep, yep.
She kept bleeding and bleeding.
Exactly. So they stopped her. They stopped in the first round. Like they only did one round, but
Yeah.
she really caught her. And then she fought Pearl Gonzalez and Invicta. Um, and Maverick is pretty young. She's only 23 years old. Jillian's young too, is only 25. But the stories on Maverick. Maverick's a very smart girl. Like she's in college and she's studying some kind of uh some smart stuff. I don't know, but she really got a brain on her. She really got a good head on her shoulders, and with her career and her studies, she doesn't really have to do this, but she likes to fight,
Yeah.
and I think just that brings you a little bit more confidence in you. Um, I'm gonna go Maverick with this one. Uh, I'm maybe about 90% Maverick and maybe 10% Jillian. Because like I said, Jillian's still dangerous in round one. She can throw
Yeah.
up those arm bars or whatever the case from anywhere.
Yeah. But I mean, it comes down to, I mean, which Jillian's going to show up. That's the things. I mean, over the last couple of years, she's shown us so many different Jillian Roberts that, uh, she showed us little glimpses of hope. Like, yeah, wow, this is, she's changed. She's real good. And then she's just like, showed us like, know, glimpses of who's this? I mean, does she belong in the UFC? But I mean, she's definitely got a great ground game. That's not even a question. She's definitely a good striker. She'll throw the arm bars up. She'll definitely go all out in the first round, like you said. Yes, that's the one thing about her. She will do. But Miranda, like you said, she's definitely a smart fighter. She'll definitely pick and choose when when to get in there and and start striking or take it down to the ground. I mean, she's really good like that. She's just a good all around fighter. Um, if I mean, she's been out for 5 months, but because the last fight she had was on a Khabib card with Gaethje. Um, so I don't know if she's gonna come in a little rusty or what, but I'm definitely I'm gonna be going with Miranda. I'm gonna stick with her
Yeah,
because I just don't know about Jillian, man. Who's gonna show up? I just don't know which one.
yeah, yeah, absolutely right. And like I said, Jillian's dangerous round one. After that, I don't know. And everybody, I think Miranda knows that. That she's dangerous in round one, so she's probably gonna keep it standing and not try to throw it to the ground. But yeah, I'm going Miranda on this one too.
Yep.
Our next fight was gonna be Thomas Almeida against Sugar Shane O'Malley. Well, supposedly the undefeated Sugar Shane,
Yeah, right.
and this guy is not undefeated. Cheeto Vera pieced him up and
Yeah,
gave him that one loss, but I guess he can't live with the fact that he lost.
yeah, yeah. You got listen. You got to put respect on Cheeto's name, man. He definitely
So,
picked him up.
and I find it funny because like the website that I look at the fights, they actually have him as 12-0.
Wow,
Yeah, so I don't know.
that's crazy, man.
I don't know. But Almeida comes in at a plus 274. And right now O'Malley is at a minus 350, 305. Almeida has a lot of fights. He has 22 wins, 4 losses, 17 by KO, 4 by subs, and he only lost twice by KO. O'Malley, it says he is 12-0, but he's 12-1. He has 8 KOs, 1 sub, and 1 loss by Cheeto Vera. Thomas Almeida's last fight was in 2020 against Jonathan Martinez, but it went all 3 rounds. Jonathan Martinez is a pretty good fighter. I know he lost the last fight he had by KO, which lost me a lot of money. But Jonathan's pretty good, especially to go all 3 rounds. It's not bad. Before that, he got KO'd by Rob Font, and that was in 2018. Shane O'Malley has not fought since his loss, and that was in August 2020. Um, I'm hearing a lot of stuff that Almeida's gonna come with a lot of leg kicks, because supposedly that is O'Malley's kryptonite. You know, he can handle those leg kicks, and Cheeto Vera pretty much exposed that when they hit him a couple of times that he couldn't even put pressure on that leg. But I also heard that there was a fight prior in his earlier career that we had a fighter that also hit him with leg kicks and pretty much mobilized him for a little bit. But O'Malley still got the win. But I think Almeida might come in here and hit a couple of leg kicks and try to take him out. But at the end of the day, it's O'Malley's O'Malley. I'm gonna go O'Malley. He probably got that power and I don't think Almeida is gonna get him out of there.
Well, I mean, listen, he's definitely, he came off a loss. He's dying to get back in there. He even said so. I mean, he just had a baby girl, and he's a hungry father now. He's got to provide for his family, so he's definitely hungry. The guy's he wants to fix the wrong that so he feels that Cheeto Vera just with that last fight when he just paralyzed him pretty much. So yeah, I mean, I could see Thomas Almeida going after the leg, same thing, trying to get catch lightning in a bottle. Why not? But you know what? I'm pretty sure Shane O'Malley is feeling that this guy's going to come after my leg. Let him come after my leg because I'm gonna land so many rights in his face that it's not even funny. So to me, I'm sticking with O'Malley. He's going to come at the Almeida hard, and I see this finishing up on the first round. O'Malley's right now currently at minus 335, and Almeida's plus 250 in DraftKings. I'm sticking with O'Malley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with O'Malley as well, but you gotta see how Almeida works those leg kicks, and maybe if he does expose him with those leg kicks, maybe they found his weakness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
his Achilles heel.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So the next match we're gonna go with Tyron Woodley and Resented Luque. Woodley comes in at a plus 210. Luque comes in at a minus 227. Woodley comes as a wrestler. Luque is a striker and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler. Woodley's a 19-6. Luque is a 19-7. Woodley got 7 KOs, 5 subs, has lost twice by KO, has never been subbed. Luque has 11 KOs, 6 subs. He's never been KOs, but been subbed twice. So this is interesting. Woodley has five subs, and this guy's never been subbed. Luque has 11 KOs, and Woodley's been KO'd twice. Technically, and this is just my opinion, Woodley's done. Woodley is done. He shouldn't be fighting no more. Just commentate. He's making movies now. He should focus on that. He's done. His last fight fought Kobe Covington, lost in the first round.
Rib popped out.
Yep. Rib injury. He lost to Gilbert Burns. He lost to Kamaru Usman. Come on, his last win was in 2018, and that was to Darren Till, and it was by submission.
But I mean, listen. Look at the last 3 names you just mentioned: Gilbert Burns, Kobe Covington, Kamaru Usman. You're talking about some heavy hitters right there, man. This he lost to some heavy duty guys. Vincent Luque, he wished he could have faced those 3 guys that Tyron Woodley faced. Granted, I don't know what Woodley's going to show up. He's 38 years old. How hungry is he? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that that, he's going to have to prove that, that he belongs here. I mean, this last fight is just going to be, you know, it's going to be, definitely, Dana White's going to have to, sit there and just think about this guy, whether, would he put him back out there or not? If he doesn't show up to fight. Now, if he brings the fight and he goes after Vincent and he just, brings him some smoke right there and takes care of him, and, obviously, he's still got it and he's, work on your next fight. But if he loses this fight, I mean, yeah, he's done. In my eyes, he's just done. Let him go back to acting. Supposedly, he's going to be in Kumutai. The what is that? The Karate Kid. The show on what is that, Netflix? He's gonna be a part of that somehow, some way.
You're saying that Tyron had those, breakthrough fights, but Vincent Luque has fought Barra Muhammad. He beat him in the first round by KO. He has fought Leon Edwards, which he lost. He's fought Nico Price, which he beat. Chad Priest, which he beat first round KO. Jalen Turner, which he beat first round KO. Brian Barberina, which he beat third round KO. Derek Kratz, which is okay, first round KO. Mike Perry beat him by decision.
Yeah.
Stephen Thompson, they went all 3 rounds.
Yep.
Nico Price again by KO, and Randy Brown by KO.
Yeah, but those guys have never been in the top 5, except Edwards.
You got Stephen Thompson.
Well,
Wonder Boy.
Where's he ranked right now?
With Wonder Boy?
Yeah.
Wonder Boy is like ranked 4th or 5th.
I would have to go back and take a look, but hey, again, Burns, Covington, Kamaru Usman. Those are all heavy hitters right there. Big name.
But only big name because Tyron had the belt.
But this would okay, but this was his last 3 fights.
I understand that, but he had the belt, so they have to give him last 3 fights.
When he fought Till was when he had the belt,
and when he fought Till,
then his following fight was Kamaru Usman.
Yeah,
he lost the belt.
He lost the belt, exactly.
Yeah.
So he was still number 1 contender, and that's why he fought Burns and for the rematch against for the belt, but Burns took it, and that's why they put him now. Covington fight was just because they had beef for each other, pretty much.
Yeah, well, it was a long time coming.
Yeah,
but listen, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Vincent Luque. I mean, he's a great striker. He's a good ground guy. I mean, I went back and I saw that fight with Wonder Boy. I mean, he couldn't figure Wonder Boy out. It was just like shot, but he ate a lot of punches, man, a lot. But he just couldn't figure him out. So, but I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's definitely got my respect. I'm just saying that I don't know what Woodley's going to show. Who is going to show up? The Tyrone of old, or the Tyrone that fought the last 3 guys?
Yeah. So for Tyrone, really, his last 3 fights, those fighters that you fought, he did not land more than 35 punches in all 3 fights. Luque in his last couple fights, he landed last fight he landed 64. The fight prior to that, Nico Price, he landed 130.
Wow.
And against Wonder Boy, he landed 77. So he got a lot of volume, but I'm going with Luque. I'm definitely going Luque in this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to go with Luque because, like I said, I just don't see Tyron being as hungry as he once was, man. I think he's done. Like you said, he's done.
Once you got money coming in from other places.
Yeah, especially an acting career. And
why would you want to come in here and get hurt and ruin the acting face? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just make your money acting. That's it, and you're good to go. You're always gonna be a part of UFC. Commentating or whatever the case.
I truly believe that, especially like, let's say, for instance, Conor McGregor. right? The guy just finished selling proper 12. He's doubled his worth, his net worth in a heartbeat. He just doubled it. So when I when you saw the last Cormier fight, how hungry was he? He wasn't that hungry, man. I mean, the guy's got money. When you don't have money, that's when the hunger's right there. Like, man, I got to prove myself. I got to go out there and just get the let me make it through this fight so I can be able to get the next fight and the next one and the next one. Tyrone doesn't have that, man. He just doesn't have it. But like I said, I agree with you. I'm going with Vince Luque. That's my pick.
Yep. All right, so when I go to the main event, title fight, you got Stipe versus Francis Ngannou. This is going to be a very good match. You got Stipe coming in at a plus 123. Francis coming in at a minus 130. Stipe has the belt right now. This is their second round of going after each other. Both guys are strikers. Stipe has some wrestling in there. Division 1. Stipe is 20-3 with 15 KOs, 0 subs, and he's lost by 2 by KO. Francis is 15-3, 11 KOs, 4 subs, and has lost by decision 3 times. No KOs, no sub loss. Stipe's last match was against Cormier, which he won the belt. Well, defended the belt, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then he beat Cormier again. I think that was for the belt.
Yeah.
So he fought there's a trilogy, all 3 rounds.
It's so crazy how they had a trilogy within a matter of 2 years. It's just this is nuts. It's nuts. That's why Ngannou was like upset. He's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Another fight with Cormier? Another one? So yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, so Ngannou and Stipe fought January 19, 2018, and they went to decision, and Stipe won that decision. And it's funny because Stipe was an underdog here, and Stipe's last fight against Francis, he was the underdog and he won. Where was he? He was the other underdog somewhere else. Francisco Verdum, he was an underdog and he won. At the Cormier fights, he was the underdog and he won both 2 times on 2020, 2019. So Stipe, you cannot sleep on Stipe.
Yeah.
Stipe is good. He's good, but you can't sleep on Francis. Francis got that power that, generates a lot of power in his punches. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, he's gotten better. He's gotten better. It's been years. He's gotten better. But in the last couple of fights that he's had, they finished in the first round. It's hard to tell how better, how good he's gotten. So it's up to Stipe to use the octagon. He's gonna have to stay away from Ngannou's right hand and him coming coming within range. That's gonna be difficult, man, because this guy he's gonna want to take his head off. But like you said, Stipe is he's the underdog right now on DraftKings. He's plus 120. If it's Stipe's night, this would definitely set his name in concrete as one of the best heavyweights in UFC history, without a doubt.
Yep. Definitely true. Like I said, for this match, I'm gonna go Francis. So for a hopefully a first round KO, maybe second. But I am gonna have some bets with Stipe. I'm not gonna be 100% on Francis because Stipe is that good. You know what I mean? That he can also take this 5-round fight. You know, take Francis to deep waters, tire him out, bring him to the ground if he needs to, wrestle him. If he can avoid the shots, then Stipe has a good chance. But I think Francis might take this. I'm leading Francis on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I see that happening. No matter if Kamaru Usman's going to be in his corner. I mean, to me, that's who cares. It's definitely only going to, in my eyes right now, it's only going to go one round. Francis is going to be so hungry, and he's going to. He feels that belt is so close. Who knows? I mean, he may just go all out and try to be gunning for him, and uh, who knows? Maybe gas out again, like like he did last fight. I doubt it very much. He definitely improved, but like I said again, we don't know what improvements he's made, because the last couple of fights have ended in less than a minute. So I mean, Stipe is gonna, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do like you said before, a 90-10. I'm gonna do a 90-10 here too. I'm gonna go 90% Francis and 10% Stipe. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some split bets. Um, but and you is gonna be mentioned tomorrow night.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to go the same way. Let's go down from the picks from the bottom to the top. From Mark Andre versus Abu, I got Abu.
I got Abu.
Shane Young versus Omar Morales, I got Morales.
I got Morales.
Modesta versus Michelle O, I have Michelle O.
I got Modesta.
Jared Gordon versus Abukara, I have Abukara.
I got I got Gordon. Gooden. Sorry. Gooden.
Alonzo Minifield versus Fabio, I got Alonzo.
I got Alonzo.
Jamie Malarkey versus Conor Worthy, I'm going with Worthy.
I'm going with Malarkey.
You're full of Malarkey.
I'm full of Malarkey.
Jillian Robinson versus Miranda Maverick, I'm going Maverick.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Maverick.
Thomas Almeida versus Sean O'Malley, I'm going with Sean.
I'm going with the Sugar Show, O'Malley.
Tyron Woodley versus Vicente Luque, I'm going with Luque.
Going with Luque.
And Stipe versus Francis Ngannou, I'm going with Ngannou.
I'm going with Ngannou too.
All right, so we made our picks. You're gonna give them your little
yeah, I'm gonna
parlay, whatever.
I'm gonna throw like a little 4-pick parlay together. I'm the type of person that's always been an underdog, so I'm definitely going with Malarkey. I'm going with Abu. I'm going with Gooden. And listen, I'm hoping that Jillian Roberts shows up. If she shows up in a big way, she's a part of my 4-pick parlay. The underdogs.
Yeah, so
that's my pick.
if I were to pick a 4-pick parlay, pretty much underdog to give me some money, I'm definitely going Jillian Roberts. I'm gonna go with Abu. I'm gonna go with Fabio. And I'm gonna go with it's gonna be hard. You know what? I'll go Almeida.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'll try it. Like I said, you gotta risk it to win big money.
Let's see. Yeah, so we got to make that money.
You gotta risk it.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
All right, so that wraps up UFC 260. Thank you for listening, and be sure to drop a like and a comment below. You can find my DraftKings core and chat on Fantasy Sport Inside the Court channel. You also find us on Twitter at FSI_DFS. Let's enjoy the fight and make some money.
Peace. Make that money.
Yes, sir.